Hello art lovers! Our reference subject for today is the Hosta flowers, also called plantain lilies. We will only use a limited palette that consists of split complementary colors such as red, yellow-green, and blue-green. We do not use too much red pigment since we only use a very light to darker pink of our flowers. We start a light green wash from the top across right down to the bottom of our drawing. This wash is to indicate the shaded part of our flowers. I am using watercolor pencils for my sketch. These are perfect if you don't want your outlines visible to your painting. Always start painting the top parts of your drawing, then slowly work downwards. Drop clear water before you color the oval-shaped blooms. Start from the edge around the blossoms with more color to form an illusion of these round-shaped blooms. Soon, I am going to show you how a negative painting technique materializes our subject. When we color our flowers, leave out coloring the part where the sunshine hits. Sunshine and shades are the best and ideal illustrations of contrasting colors for painting. So, when you choose to paint outdoor subjects or even indoor still life objects, I recommend looking for a reference that shows contrasting colors. Okay, here is one example of negative painting technique. We are beginning to notice the blooms forming after dropping colors around it, and we will apply more intense colors later. There are several types of hostas. This flower varies from miniatures to giant sizes. If you have any of these types in your garden, I'm sure you are enjoying the beauty of its blooms early summer of every year. Our reference today is the blue giant hosta. This hosta has lighter pink, almost white blooms. Unlike others, their blossoms have purple stripes textures. I drop frisket or masking fluid to the filaments of our flowers. This fluid is applied when we want to cover small details from any washes. Here is how we emphasize the flowers by using the negative painting technique. It is one of my favorite techniques when painting any subject. The negative painting technique is painting around our object. It also means painting the space around our object with darker colors. Painting the backgrounds. We will use blue-green, sap green, and yellow-green for our background colors. Our reference shows that the blooms grow long like asparagus stalks with clusters of flowers more than a foot tall above the plants. If we paint what we see, the background is the tree and the blue clouds. What we are going to do instead is to raise the leaves as our background. When painting leaves, drop big washes of sap green or yellow-green first. Then start painting the lines or the veins of the leaves. There are two techniques you can apply here. First is if you prefer to paint an obvious line, then paint it with dark blue-green for veins. Or the second is to paint using a negative technique around the veins, and I'm using both here for you to see. The flowers start to show off and we see the depth of the leaves from the distance. It is because of the negative painting we used here. Observe that we layer the background several times to achieve the right color of each leaf and the inner space. It is how the color value application affects our painting. We put shadows on our leaves by putting intense color of indigo with a drop of green pigment, as we also continue coloring the space around the leaves and the flowers. We scrape the color by using a tiny knife for the stigma and filaments of the flowers. And guys, this concludes our masterpiece for this week. This is Jelly Starnes. Thank you for watching. Daghang salamat!